Grab a paddle and prepare yourselves to visit one of the most magical experiences at Ancestor Valley, the Lux Cavern. Featuring engineered bioluminescent animals and plants alike, it offers an incredible spectacle when visited at night. We are back again at Ancestor Valley. Hello everyone! Today we are making something, well, I guess rather special, because I don't know, I really like how it turned out in the end, and it looks so beautiful. I really want to share it with you, but first of all, I have to let you know that we are building a cave. In the first place, like here, what you are seeing is we are building a cave, and I am going to give you the backstory to all of this, as always, in a bit. But first, we, you know, in each episode of Ancestor Valley, we are expanding, bit by bit the lore, and I actually don't know if we have much episodes left of Ancestor Valley, because we are already in episode 7, I believe. So I think maybe we have 10 episodes in total. I mean, like 3 more, and then the tour, probably maybe 9 episodes. So yeah, we are not that far from finishing this project, and then after this I will start another one, which I am really excited about, because I have great ideas for that, to be honest. But let me tell you the story. So we know for a fact that bioluminescent, like Lux Parasaurolophus, are a thing on the mainland, because we saw that on Chaos Theory, where Kenji, shows Brooklyn all the Lux Parasaurolophus. So, Ancestor Valley, the scientists, as always, they stumbled upon one herd of these, and, well, they discovered that the Parasaurolophus, the Lux Parasaurolophus, kind of, I guess, really liked cave environments, because, it could be because they were there in Jurassic World, as we see in Camp Cretaceous. We see how they were in this cave with this river, so I guess they maybe were more adapted to that, or like they were raised there and now they preferred, and their children, their offspring, prefer it too, so I guess that's why. But they prefer cave like environments, so this valley just happened to have a great cave with a river passing through that's probably actually, was created because of this river eroding the rock. Maybe the huge or the height of the cave wasn't made entirely by that, but water took a great role in making the cave. And now, while we make the ceiling, I am actually going to tell you. So they came across this parasaur, kind of Lux bioluminescent parasaur herd, and they put it with another herd which wasn't, like, they didn't have, that like Lux or bioluminescent genes, so they don't produce any light at night, and you'll see that because the Lux pattern is only available for females, and so basically all the males are non-Lux. They are not bioluminescent, so that's the kind of story behind it, right? And well, you'll see that now I am decorating the inside of the cave with some plants and everything to not make it, like, also putting some plants in the rocks. But basically, they mix these two parasaur herds, right? And Once they did that, they tested if they could coexist with one another, and it turned out that they did. And one thing I actually didn't remember, forgot to put in the cave, sorry, are some nests, because I am going to put at least a couple nests, because I don't want obviously 120 babies here, but a couple babies would be nice. So there is actually something going on in this cave, and that is, well, apart from obviously all the Parasaurolophus, there's a river cruise going into this cave, which I also I made the building myself, and that might sound like, well, duh, but to me it's actually something rather different, because I don't usually do that. But I'm trying to now do everything custom, because I want to put my own kind of thing into the park farther, or apart from the habitats and plants and whatever, because I basically built like I built in Evolution 2, with the exception of modular building, where I can put rocks and everything, but it's basically like in Evolution 2, and I have to get more used to doing the ways, doing like the modular building way, which is building the buildings. Well, building the buildings, you understood me, like actually decorating the gray shells of the buildings and making them custom, just to give my personal touch to the park. So now as you see, I'm lighting up this cave, because well, I mean, the Parasaur on their own are really, really cool, and they look beautiful, but come on, I mean, I had to do it too. And what I'm thinking about this is that this might be bioengineered plants to be bioluminescent, right? So that these Parasaurs, I don't know, it might be more appealing, or it might be good for them, or whatever, I don't know. The scientists at Ancestor Valley did it for one reason, right? Obviously not only because it looked great, but there must be a scientific explanation behind it, I guess. So, well, yeah, all bioluminescent cave. And now the reason for the river cruise is, again, as in the last episode, or like in the last episode with the investors for Ancestor Valley, on the investors of Ancestor Valley, which, as I explained, Ancestor Valley gains money or makes money from two sources: the tickets they sell and the investors they have, right? So the investors wanted a restaurant in the aviary. Well, that didn't go very well, as you know. And now, well, they wanted a river cruise there, and this time the scientists determined, well, it's not actually a really bad idea, because these animals are kind of used to a river cruise, right? Because of Jurassic World, in which they were in a river cruise. So they are used to it, and they've grown with it, and they've always lived with it, right? Even the younger Parasaurs have, I guess, kind of this appeal to the river cruise from their parents. I mean, I don't know. I guess we could, because at the end of the day, it's a game about dinosaurs being brought to life by bioengineering, right? Or genetic editing. So I think we can allow ourselves to have some of these things, right? More maybe unrealistic, because the game, the whole thing about the franchise, and it's my favorite franchise ever. But it's obviously science fiction at the end of the day, right? So That's basically the explanation for the animals and for the river cruise. And now I am actually going to build the river cruise itself, and this I built it with this kind of alpine style, which I took inspiration from some other blueprints that I've already used in this park, such as mainly the Hyperloop station from, I believe it's Kainio. I am going to confirm that to you. Okay, it's not Kainio, it's Cakes 912, which is basically one of the like most of the alpine blueprints that I have in this park are from Cakes 912. So yeah, the Hyperloop station from them, sorry, because I don't know. That's basically where the most inspiration came from, really. To do the walls and the materials really, and the roof, everything came basically not from that, but you know, I saw how it was done there, and I did kind of the same style, right? So that's how I did that. And well, there we go with the roof. And actually, you know, it took me a while to do this, because as you know, or you may not know, but I am not very experienced in this modular building system. So, you know, I try my best to do something that looks good, and I don't know, I really think I am really proud of this one because, you know, might seem like it's only a building, which it is only a building, but you know, starting to you know the way and being able to create this for you from like yourself, like being able to create this yourself, it's obviously when it doesn't turn out, it's quite frustrating, but when it does turn out, and when it's you know, when you succeed in making something that looks good, it's very, very rewarding, and you can really like you feel really good, right? Because you created something that looks good, and that basically what you had in mind, and yeah, that feels really good, you know, to do like a code building, and that it turns out good, and that you like it yourself, because that's the most important, right? That you yourself like what you made. So now this was a kind of tricky thing, because there was that space, but you know, I eventually covered that with some other you know, wall panels or whatever, and yeah, that's how it's done. And now something I actually really like is this kind of rocky texture, you know, at the end of the wall, or you know, at the bottom of the wall, I guess, and it fits just perfectly. I don't know how or why, but it fits perfectly. It's, I don't know, I think it's the key to make something look good. Buildings especially is first of all, you know, add kind of corner, and what I mean by corners is these kind of poles, or what I'm placing right now, but in vertical, and you know, at each corner of the building, because that makes it look so much more realistic and decal. See what I'm doing here? This elevates your buildings a lot, right? Because you can see right now how good it actually, like how it really improves it. And this is actually not my own tip. I watched because you know, a long time ago, right now, like not a long time, but some time ago, I watched this tutorial for modular building, not for, you know, Jurassic World Evolution 3, but for Planet Zoo, because you know, you can apply that to Planet Zoo, which I've also played, to Prehistoric Kingdom, and now to Jurassic World Evolution 3, right? Because they are basically, to the core, they are like the same kind of modular building system, right? And you know, there are differences in terms of what you can achieve with all three games, but you know, when you want your buildings to look good and realistic, basically that tutorial you can apply for the three of the games, right? So that's, I can't remember who was the tutorial from, but you know, just you know, wanted to pass the tip also to you guys, because you know, a lot of you probably know that by now, but for some people who don't know, well, it might be really useful. So you know, and decals, if I haven't mentioned already, decals are so important, because you know, I myself, I tend, and these things, I love to do these things. You know, well, I think they look so good, you know, adding like some electricity boxes or AC units, because you know, buildings realistically, you know, they have those things, that they need those things, so placing them there, it makes it look like a more kind of functioning real building, right? And they play a big role in making it look more realistic. But what I was saying about decals is that we tend to forget those a lot. I myself, I forget those a lot. And in the last build, for the Pteranodon and the Kaiyara, I forgot those decals in the restaurant, in the Sorosauria restaurant, but I added those later, off camera, but they are now in, so for the tour, you know, they will be in, which I don't know how I forgot about those, but yeah, they are really important, so I really recommend that you always use decals, because your buildings, they look so much better and so much more realistic and so much, you know, they have more kind of life to them if you put those decals. But now I am really close to finishing this kind of main or bigger building, because you know, the river cruise is kind of divided into two buildings, this one main building here and the other smaller building, in which you I assume, you know, you board your kayak and then off you go. So yes, this building is almost finished, and I wanted to talk about something, and for whoever's made it this far into the video, well, thank you for staying here with me. And I want to talk a little bit about the future of this project, because I said before how many episodes I think are left, but I wanted to talk here, the decals, but yeah, I want to talk a little bit about the final tour of this, because I actually don't know how to do it, because, well, if you can tell, this park is not very, I guess, theme park. It's more of a sanctuary, you know, where dinosaurs are free, and there are not many attractions for guests and not many viewpoints for guests. So I can do kind of a cinematic thing. Well, I have planned something, and I have planned to also, you know, tell the whole story that I've prepared for this park, to tell the whole story on that tour, obviously. But, and like, I've also planned the introduction for this tour as well. But yeah, what I'm saying, I think there are going to be a lot of cinematic kind of shots, or like, you know, that I've recorded myself, but not from the guest's perspective, because obviously I will take you on the guest perspective for the most part, or at least as much as I can, because as I said, there are many things you can't see as a guest, and for example, the T-Rex habitats, or T-Rex kind of nest zone, that guests can't see. And, you know, basically the only animals they can see are the Utahraptor. They can also see, well, they can see the Patacotitan, the Diplodocus, and, well, I'll add more dinosaurs in that kind of valley, primarily small carnivores, so that they can't hunt the herbivores or the sauropods, but you know, they are there. And also we have some Loki ceratops in the area right now, next to the cave, or on the surroundings of the river cruise and the cave. We have some Loki ceratops, but I think I might, I don't know, I might put one long in the valley, and maybe I'll work, you know, I'll make up an enclosure, another animal that's enclosed for the guests to see, to actually kind of see, because as I said, now there are really few opportunities to see dinosaurs in here, so I'll have to work that out. But apart from that, well, I guess there's, yeah, the tour is going to have to be like a big part, or a big chunk of the tour is going to have to actually be not from the guest perspective, you know, but I'll sort it out. And I really would really love suggestions for this park, or for next parks, because, you know, ideas are always helpful, and you know that they are always welcome, so feel free to put that, because I really appreciate it, to be honest. Sorry for my English. But here I am finishing the roof of the small building in here, so we are also really close to finishing this video, and I'll leave you now, as always, with you the usual shots, cinematic shots or final shots, however you want to call it, so that you can see in detail and you can see better what we've built today. So you know, consider maybe subscribing if you like this video and you like this kind of content, because that's the content I do here in the channel. Also consider leaving a like if you really like this video, because, you know, that helps me out more than you could even imagine. Commenting too, it's always amazing to see people commenting in the videos and, you know, actually interacting, because I don't know, it feels really good. So, you know, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next video, probably an Ancestor Valley video, maybe a prehistoric video, kingdom video, whatever it will be. See you in the next one, and until then, well, bye bye. Now prepare yourself to board a kayak and enjoy the ride.